Have you ever wondered why some people seem to live longer and stay healthier with just a few simple habits? It's not always about intense workouts or strict diets. Sometimes, it comes down to what you aren't doing, especially when it comes to hygiene. After a surprising conversation with Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience, I discovered that there are 5 body parts most people clean wrong. And fixing this, it could literally add years to your life. Stick around, because what you're about to learn is simple, practical, and could transform your health completely. The hidden danger on your tongue. Most people think that brushing their teeth twice a day is enough to maintain good oral hygiene. But there's a critical step almost everyone skips, one that could be silently harming your health every single day. It's your tongue. That's right. Your tongue isn't just a muscle that helps you speak and taste. It's a living ecosystem that, if left uncleaned, can become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 3 decades of experience, calls it the hidden filter of your body. And the consequences of ignoring it go far beyond just bad breath. Let's break it down. Your tongue is home to over 700 types of bacteria. Some are helpful and aid digestion, but many aren't so friendly. When these harmful bacteria multiply, they don't just stay in your mouth. They seep through microscopic cuts in your gums, especially if you're older or dealing with inflamed tissue. From there, they can travel into your bloodstream and reach your heart, lungs, or even your brain. Recent studies have linked poor tongue hygiene to serious systemic conditions like heart disease, respiratory infections, and complications from diabetes. It sounds extreme, but the science backs it up. Think of your tongue like the filter in your air conditioner. If you never clean it, the entire system becomes contaminated. The same thing happens in your body. Over time, that thin layer of gunk you don't see, or clean, on your tongue becomes a toxic sponge. Dr. Harris explains that many of her patients were shocked to learn that persistent bad breath wasn't because of their teeth or diet. It was their tongue. And the fix? Surprisingly simple. All it takes is 2 minutes each morning and night. Use a tongue scraper, an inexpensive tool found at most drugstores, or even the bristles of your toothbrush. Stand in front of the mirror, stick your tongue out, and gently scrape from the back to the tip. Repeat 3 to 4 times, rinse your mouth, and you're done. Before bed, repeat the process, just a bit more gently since your tongue may be more sensitive after a full day of eating and talking. Linda, a 67-year-old friend of mine, started this habit 3 months ago. She used to find food bland and noticed her morning breath lingered, even after brushing. But after a few weeks of tongue cleaning, her sense of taste came roaring back. Her morning coffee, more flavorful. Her favorite fruit, bursting with flavor she hadn't noticed in years. And the impact doesn't stop at taste. By reducing bacterial load, you lessen the strain on your immune system. That's why Theodore, a 71-year-old retiree, was stunned when his chronic bad breath, something he battled for years with no success, completely vanished in just 2 weeks. His dentist even commented on his improved gum health during a recent checkup. If you've got a sensitive gag reflex, don't worry. Start slow. Scrape from the middle of your tongue and work your way further back over time. And if you ever notice persistent white patches, soreness, or discoloration, that's a sign to speak to a healthcare professional. It could be a warning sign of something more serious. Bottom line, tongue scraping is a tiny habit with massive returns. Clearer breath, a sharper sense of taste, reduced risk of disease, and it only takes minutes a day. It might just be one of the simplest, most powerful things you can do to upgrade your health starting right now. But if you think that's surprising, what's happening inside your shoes might be even more dangerous. Why your feet might be ruining your health. Most of us step into the shower, let the water run over our feet, and assume we've done enough. But that tiny, overlooked part of your hygiene routine could be silently wrecking your health, especially as you age. Your feet are the foundation of your body. They carry your entire weight every single day. Yet despite how much we rely on them, they're usually the last part of the body to get proper attention. And the cost of that neglect? It can be shockingly high. Dr. Emma Harris compares the feet to the foundation of a house. If the foundation crumbles, she says, everything built on top becomes unstable. That includes your balance, posture, and even your circulation. Think about it. When your feet are in pain, dry, infected, or improperly cared for, your entire mobility suffers. You move less. You lose balance. You fall more easily. And for older adults, one fall can lead to a rapid decline in overall health. What's more alarming is how poor foot hygiene can lead to serious medical issues. The skin between your toes is warm, dark, and often damp, a perfect home for fungi and bacteria. If you don't clean and dry your feet thoroughly, you're inviting problems like athlete's foot, fungal infections, and even ulcers, a major risk for people with diabetes or circulation issues. And once these infections take hold, they're hard to get rid of. Take Thomas, a 73-year-old neighbor of mine. For years, he thought a quick rinse was enough. Then, one day, he noticed a strange discoloration between his toes. It wouldn't go away. A doctor visit revealed an early-stage fungal infection. Thankfully, it was caught in time. But here's what's remarkable. After just 2 weeks of proper foot care, not only did the infection clear, but he noticed better balance and less pain while walking. That tiny shift brought him a renewed sense of independence, and he hasn't looked back since. So what should proper foot hygiene look like? Start by washing your feet intentionally, not passively. Use a soft washcloth and gentle soap. Sit down if needed, and scrub the tops, bottoms, heels, and most importantly, between each toe. Imagine cleaning between the slats of blinds. You wouldn't just wipe the surface and walk away. You'd get into every groove. After rinsing thoroughly, grab a clean towel and dry your feet completely. Pay special attention to the toe spaces. Moisture left behind here is the #1 cause of skin issues and fungal outbreaks. Dab gently but thoroughly. Think precision, not speed. Next comes moisturizing, but with a warning. Apply lotion to the tops and soles of your feet only. Avoid putting any lotion between the toes, where moisture can get trapped and become a breeding ground for bacteria. And don't forget, your feet are early warning systems. Every day, take a few seconds to inspect them. Are there any strange patches? Cuts that won't heal? Discoloration or swelling? These signs can point to deeper health problems like poor circulation, nerve damage, or blood sugar issues. This entire routine takes less than 5 minutes. Do it once in the morning or before bed. That's it. 5 minutes a day to protect your ability to walk, stand, and stay independent for years longer. Clean feet don't just look and feel better, they are better. Better for your heart, your nerves, your immune system, and your daily life. And if you think your feet are overlooked, wait until you hear what your armpits are hiding. This next spot is directly tied to your immune system, and ignoring it could be disrupting your body's natural detox process. Your armpits are more than just sweaty spots. Most people only think about their armpits when they're applying deodorant, or when they start to smell. But what if I told you your underarms are doing a lot more than just sweating? In fact, this small patch of skin plays a major role in your body's detox system, and neglecting it might be silently disrupting your health. Here's the surprising truth. Your underarms are home to a dense network of lymph nodes, which are part of your body's natural drainage and defense system. These nodes help filter out waste, toxins, and even harmful bacteria. When this system is overloaded or blocked, your body has a harder time staying balanced and strong. Dr. Helen Carter, a lymphatic health expert, says that most people have no idea how much gunk, dead skin, sweat, deodorant residue, and bacteria can clog this area and impact immune performance. It's like letting trash pile up in your kitchen but never taking it out. Eventually, things stop working the way they should. That's why proper armpit care is about more than just masking odor. It's about supporting a system your body relies on every single day. Let's talk about how that buildup happens. Your skin naturally sheds cells, and your body is constantly sweating, especially in enclosed spaces like your underarms. Add in deodorants, especially antiperspirants, which often contain aluminum-based compounds designed to block sweat, and you've got the perfect storm for clogged pores, skin irritation, and even swollen lymph nodes. Olivia, a 65-year-old retired teacher, used to suffer from recurring itchy, red rashes under her arms. She assumed it was just a side effect of aging. But after switching to a mild, unscented soap and adopting a more deliberate washing technique, she saw an almost immediate improvement. "I had no idea it was something I was doing wrong all these years," she said. "The difference was night and day." So what does effective underarm care actually look like? It starts in the shower, with warm water to open the pores. Use a soft cloth or natural sponge, and gently wash the area in circular motions to lift away debris without irritating the skin. Then, go side to side and up and down, like you're gently polishing a fragile surface. Harsh scrubbing only leads to microscopic tears, perfect entry points for bacteria. When you rinse, rinse thoroughly. Residual soap, especially the kind packed with fragrance or harsh chemicals, can dry out or irritate the skin. And once you're out of the shower, don't just towel off quickly. Pat your armpits dry. No aggressive rubbing. This helps avoid chafing and reduces the risk of infection. Here's one more tip most people miss. Let your armpits air out for a minute or two before applying deodorant. This gives the skin time to calm down and ensures your deodorant works more effectively. Applying product to damp or irritated skin is one of the top reasons people develop underarm discomfort without realizing it. Now, here's the truly fascinating part. Some people have reported an overall boost in energy and even a sense of mental clarity just by improving armpit hygiene. Charlotte, a vibrant 70-year-old grandmother, started taking better care of her underarms after noticing small, tender lumps. Once she adjusted her routine, the lumps disappeared, and she said she felt lighter, clearer, and more awake. It might sound small, but this area is a gateway to your lymphatic system. When it's clean and functioning well, your body is better equipped to handle everything else: fatigue, inflammation, even stress. So the next time you swipe on deodorant and move on with your day, take a moment to remember, this spot isn't just about staying fresh, it's about staying healthy. And speaking of staying healthy, the way you breathe might be doing more harm than good. Let's talk about what's happening inside your nose, and why cleaning it could be the key to better sleep, stronger immunity, and a more energized day. Why you're probably breathing wrong. You take around 20,000 breaths every single day. But here's something most people never stop to ask. Are you doing it right? We assume our noses work on autopilot. Inhale, exhale, repeat. But much like the air filters in your home or car, your nasal passages need regular cleaning and care to function properly. And if you're not giving them attention, you could be living with brain fog, poor sleep, low energy, or constant congestion without realizing the cause. Your nose is more than just a passage for air. It's a biological defense system, a filtration machine that sifts out dust, bacteria, allergens, and pollutants before they can reach your lungs. It warms, moistens, and cleanses the air you breathe. But here's the problem. When that system gets clogged or dried out, it stops protecting you and starts working against you. Dr. Emma Harris points out that aging makes this issue worse. As we get older, our mucous membranes dry out, our immune responses slow, and congestion becomes more frequent. But with just a few simple habits, you can reclaim clean, effortless breathing, and maybe even improve your sleep, energy, and focus in the process. Let's start with James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker. He spent decades breathing in sawdust, smoke, and city smog. Over time, he developed chronic stuffiness and assumed it was just a part of aging. "I just figured my nose was broken," he joked. But once he started a basic daily nasal rinse with warm saline spray, the results were instant. "It felt like someone flipped a switch," he said. "I could actually breathe again." So how do you clean your nose the right way? Start simple. Every morning, splash warm water around your nostrils to rinse away overnight buildup. If you're a little congested, use a saline spray, available at any drugstore, to gently flush out allergens, dust, and mucus. It's like a mini shower for your sinuses, and it takes less than a minute. For deeper cleansing, many people use a neti pot, a teapot-like device that flows saline solution through your sinuses, clearing out blockages naturally. It might feel odd at first, but users often say it's one of the most refreshing sensations they've ever experienced. And here's something no one talks about: how you blow your nose matters. Most people pinch both nostrils and blast out a powerful exhale, but this can actually force mucus deeper into your sinuses. The smarter method: gently blow one nostril at a time using a soft tissue. Then, wash your hands to keep bacteria from spreading. Still feeling blocked? Try a steam session. Sit over a bowl of hot water, drape a towel over your head, and breathe deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. Add a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint oil for a soothing boost. This helps loosen thick mucus and opens your airways naturally, perfect before bedtime or after exposure to allergens. Bella, a 76-year-old gardening enthusiast, swears by it. "Spring used to be torture," she said. "Now, I do my steam routine before bed and wake up with a clear head, and no tissues in sight." Nasal dryness is another issue, especially in colder months or dry climates. The skin inside your nose can crack, bleed, or feel raw. A tiny dab of coconut oil or vitamin E oil applied with a clean finger or cotton swab can keep things moisturized and healthy. Just be gentle. Your nasal lining is delicate, especially as you age. And remember, persistent symptoms, like frequent nosebleeds, thick discharge, or sinus pain that lasts over 10 days, could be signs of something more serious. Don't ignore them. A quick visit to your doctor can give you peace of mind and possibly catch something early. Breathing is your most basic act of life. And yet, when your nasal hygiene is poor, everything else, from sleep to energy to immunity, suffers. But when it's good, you feel clearer, lighter, and more alive. Still, there's one more spot that almost no one thinks about. A place that might just be the dirtiest part of your entire body, and cleaning it could change your health in ways you never imagined. Let's talk about your belly button. Your belly button is a bacterial time bomb. It's small, quiet, and almost invisible in your daily routine. But your belly button, yes, that little dimple in the middle of your stomach, might just be the dirtiest part of your entire body. And the worst part? Most people never clean it at all. Out of sight, out of mind. Right? Not quite. According to researchers, the average belly button can host dozens to hundreds of strains of bacteria. Some are harmless, but others? They thrive in the warm, moist environment your navel provides, especially if it's deep or partially covered by clothing all day. And when that bacteria builds up over time, the result can be bad odors, skin irritation, fungal infections, and even minor abscesses. Think about it. Your belly button collects lint, sweat, dead skin cells, oils, and soap residue. It's like a forgotten pocket that never gets emptied. And if it's ignored for too long, that buildup can become a breeding ground for some truly nasty microbes. Helen, a 75-year-old retired nurse, discovered this the hard way. During a routine checkup, her doctor noticed a small red patch near her navel. It turned out to be a minor skin infection caused by bacteria trapped in her belly button. "I was embarrassed," she admitted. "It's just one of those places you never think to clean." And she's not alone. A 2012 study from the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences found over 2,300 different bacterial species in just 60 sampled belly buttons. Some of them were common skin microbes, but others were completely unknown to science. That's how neglected this area is. So what can you do about it? Start with the basics. During your daily shower, use a soft washcloth or cotton pad dipped in warm water and mild soap. Gently clean inside your navel using your index finger wrapped in the cloth. Move slowly, especially if your belly button is deep or sensitive. Think of it like cleaning a delicate teacup, not a scrub job, just a soft wipe to lift out debris and buildup. Afterward, rinse thoroughly and make sure to dry the area completely. Moisture left inside can cause that musty, sour smell some people notice but can't trace. If your belly button is particularly recessed, tilt your body forward slightly while cleaning to help water drain out naturally. Want to go the extra mile? Dip a cotton swab in warm water or fragrance-free soap once a week and gently swab the inside of your navel, followed by a dry swab to wick away any lingering moisture. For those with belly button piercings, daily cleaning is even more important. Even fully healed piercings can trap sweat, bacteria, and tiny skin flakes around the jewelry, leading to odor, redness, or irritation. Jane, a 78-year-old neighbor of mine, had spent years battling a faint body odor she couldn't explain. Turns out, it was coming from her belly button. "I started giving it 30 seconds of attention in the shower each day," she told me, "and the smell disappeared within a week. I couldn't believe something so small could have that much impact." If you notice redness, discharge, itching, or pain, don't ignore it. While it's often just mild irritation, these symptoms can also signal a small infection, a cyst, or in rare cases, a complication from an old piercing. It's worth bringing up to your doctor, especially if you're diabetic or have a weakened immune system. Your belly button may be tiny, but the payoff of keeping it clean is anything but. Fresh skin, fewer odors, lower risk of irritation and infection. And perhaps most surprising of all, a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've left no corner of your body ignored. We started with the tongue and ended at the navel, but the message is clear. Sometimes, it's the small, invisible things that make the biggest difference in your health and longevity. So there you have it, 5 overlooked body parts that, when cared for properly, can transform your health and even extend your life. If you found these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss out on simple habits that make a big difference. Drop a comment below and let me know which one surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.